People are faking diseases to get paid by drug trials, and it's actually working.
A Harvard research team caught 10 fake patients in their HIV trials, wearing wigs so they wouldn't be recognized from previous video calls. 4 of them were already in the trial. The data was ruined.
Our product Veritas guarantees unique and high-quality data. Before starting a survey, participants must verify through World ID, which cryptographically ensures nobody can enroll twice. Every response runs through our scoring pipeline. An LLM scores coherence, effort, consistency, and specificity. Then we check response time and reverse score contradictions. Both scores combine into one quality score. We'll flag anything below 0.5. Finally, to catch similarity, we'll compare it against every other participant's answer using RAG. Our quality scoring makes fraud essentially impossible. We ensure researchers clean and trustworthy data. We'll now demo the product, starting with the researcher side. Like all users, researchers authenticate through World ID before accessing the platform. From the dashboard, they can view analytics of existing surveys or create a new study, building their questionnaire with different types of questions, along with scale ranges and labels. Once completed, they run our AI analysis before publishing. The AI flags questions where the wording is too vague and suggests a fix. It also checks for reverse scored question pairs and generates new ones if needed, so our pipeline can catch contradictions automatically.
Now let's look at the participant side of things. When you sign in with World ID, you are met with a bunch of survey choices. So let's say I wanted to do the daily wellness and pain experience survey. So I click on it, and then I click enroll and study, and then I start the survey. So I allow the location, and over the past 2 weeks, rate your average pain level. Let's say it was an 8. The second question asks you to describe your pain in detail. And this question actually has 3 parts. Where is it located? What does it feel like? And when does it tend to be the worst? So let's say I was trying to rush through the survey and I just typed a really quick answer. It is in my stomach. And I try to go to the next part. Our AI detection software actually checks that this response, and it sees, oh, it doesn't actually answer these 2 questions. And of course, you're able to dismiss this, but it does highly recommend that you answer those parts. So let's say I answer one more of these parts. So what does it feel like? It is a very sharp pain. Okay, and I try to go again, and it's like, oh, okay, please answer when does it tend to be the worst? So I'll answer that as well. It tends to be the worst at night. And then I just proceed with the rest of the survey normally.
Going back over to the researcher side now, each response has a quality score from our ML model, and we care about things like coherence, effort, consistency, and most importantly, how similar your response is as compared to other responses. And so going over to this integrity tab, we can see the 2 most important traits, the quality of the response and the similarity. And we flag every response in which at least 70% of questions have a similarity score of 75% or higher. And this allows the user to really filter out the poor responses with just one click, as we can see here. And for the similarity search, we simply take all of the responses to the free response questions, prepend it into a formatted string, and pass it to an LLM, in addition to also adding the exact same formatted strings for the 5 nearest neighbors, which we have stored in a RAG vector database. And so going over to our other tabs here, we have other features like the average time per question, the response length versus the quality that we measured, where like what country the user is from, as well as the behavior. And for this, we care about sort of a heat map of where the user's cursor was while they were answering the questions. And we believe that a lot of scrapers will follow the exact same path as they try to automate scraping the page. And so this will allow us to better identify whether or not we had like an AI bot answering the questions as opposed to a user. And then finally, we have a quick summary of the questions, which includes the questions and the average quality percentage for each question.
We talked to the department chair of nursing at UCSF, and she said this is a real, urgent problem. The best tool they have right now for the job is Qualtrics and RedCap, putting a question in that says select strongly agree to see if participant is still paying attention. That's it. That's all that's standing between a real clinical trial and garbage data. A corrupted trial leads to the wrong treatment. Ours doesn't.